Our team decided to investigate an authentic German establishment that is widely known among German citizens and tourists alike. This we believed might offer a wealth of rich points given our expectations from a tourist's perspective, in concert with local patronage. Role assignments included Scott Brotherton with photography, Elizabeth Vankort with notes and sketching, Josh Creighton providing assignment context and research, Nathan Rockholm as interviewer, and Marty Murray providing larger city and event contextual support. The widely known Hofbrahaus was founded in 1859 by the Duke of Bavaria and became a primary tourist attraction after World War II. The firm has expanded globally with franchises around the world, including locations in the U.S. We expected that the architecture, decor, and menu would likely contain uniformity across the organization, regardless of location. We also expected, however, that this original location would differ not only in authentic German staff, but also an element of authentic German clientele. We arrived on a weekday between the lunch and dinner crowds to allow for more detailed observation and participation. The courtyard was surprisingly busy with a mix of tourists and local patrons. Roughly half the waitstaff appeared to be of Eastern European or Middle Eastern origin unexpectedly, inclusive of our waiter Kojvik. He was not particularly friendly or concerned with making our dining experience pleasant. We seized this rich moment with a round of conjecture as to the cause of this gap in contextual understanding. Possibilities discussed included the server's culture of origin, our country of origin, server compensation structure, the server's dissatisfaction with the size or scope of our order, our lack of fluency in the German language. Keen observation subsequently led us to conclude that Kojvik was intent on taking a break while a demanding boss required him to serve additional tables until a replacement arrived. Anticipation of a sizable tip was absent, and thereby little incentive for him to mask his disdain. The architecture lived up to our expectations, along with the local clientele in traditional garb. Inside the main hall, the band played festively with, at times, the locals singing and dancing along. Even some tourists joined the festivities, although they appeared less aware of the proper lyrics and dance sequence, although they were quite capable of beer consumption from the liter-sized mugs. Some of our team's additional perspectives included that, although the building was beautiful and historic, it was interesting that we could look across the street and see a Starbucks. It was a melding of the old and new. Also, the chestnut trees that grew throughout the courtyard offered a welcome relief from the heat. The patrons comprised a mix of generations enjoying themselves together. Both smoking and dogs were allowed, and although a tourist attraction, the food, beer, and atmosphere were all German. Beer gardens show promise in the U.S. as well. Given the St. Louis market for alcohol consumption, if a firm such as Hofbrahaus could pair their beer to the genuine experience of the Munich beer garden. Potential barriers that present themselves are the legal barriers not observed in Munich. In the state of Missouri, the laws are quite lenient, but the city ordinances might affect its success. Take the city of St. Louis. Its city ordinance, which prohibits the consumption of alcohol during certain hours and off the premise of an establishment. Depending on the location in the U.S., businesses based on a large outdoor beer gardens will only be successful during the warmer months. Bars here in the States have shot girls walking around with different shots on hand and ready to be sold. At the Hofbrahaus, there were waitresses walking around selling pretzels, flowers, and gingerbread cookies. Bars and restaurants with outdoor seating could benefit from selling certain appetizers using this vendor-type model.